I want to introduce you to a friend of ours. He's a local from Little Rock, a wonderful singer, songwriter, musician, and just an all-around great person. So please give a warm Hot Springs Village welcome to Chris DeClerk.
Thank you so much, Paul. I'm very happy to be back down here again. Love Hot Springs so much. So sit back. Let's have a good time.
I've been out on the beach for so long, with scratches all up and down my arms, from rolling in the briar bushes. Met this girl and we talked for hours about peppermints and springtime flowers. And every time I touched her, she wanted to move away. Fell back out and we rolled in the sand. The killer broken glass cut my hand. I wonder how it could be any other way. Well, she stepped off the bus in Fayetteville and headed straight down to the bar. She came straight out of the great Northwest and promised herself she would have the best. Her final destination was Jacksonville, or maybe down the Florida Keys. But she ran out of money in Arkansas, and they'll never let you ride for free. She found an apartment by the college, got a job on Dixon Street, hoping for the best out of the worst, or maybe for some sympathy. She said she'd give it up for a cold draft beer, or someone attached to a listening ear, or maybe for a chance to get where she was going. Well, she stepped off the bus in Fayetteville and headed straight down to the bar. She came straight out of the great Northwest and promised herself she would have the best. Her final destination was Jacksonville, or maybe down the Florida Keys. Well, she ran out of money in Arkansas, and they'll never let you ride for free. She found an apartment by the college, still got a job on Dixon Street, hoping for the best out of the worst, or maybe for some sympathy. She said she'd give it up for a cold draft beer, for someone attached to a listening ear, or maybe for a chance to get where she was going. No, she was going to. She's headed right back up to Fayetteville. No, she was going to. She's headed right back up to Fayetteville. No, she was going to. She's headed right back up. She's headed right back up. No, she was going to. No, up to Fayetteville.
you.
Thank you so much. I want to say to my sisters and my brother, oh, keep the faith. When the storm flies and the wind blows, go on at a steady pace. When the battle is fought and the victory's won, we will all come together, we shall overcome. We will talk to the Father and the Son when we make it to the promised land. Let us walk together, little children. Oh, we don't ever have to worry. Through this world of trouble, we gotta love one another. We gotta take our fellow man by the hand, try to help him to understand. We will all be together forever and ever when we make it to the promised land. Bible reads, thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, or the arrow that flies by day, nor for the pestilence that waiteth in the darkness, nor for the destruction that waiteth in the noonday hour. Let us walk together, little children. We don't ever have to worry. All through this world of trouble, we gotta love one another. We gotta do the very best that we can. While we're traveling through this land, we will all be together forever and ever when we make it to the promised land. This world's not our home, we are only passing through. Our trail's made up way on by the deep and dark blue. We gotta do the very best that we can. While we're traveling through this land, we will all be together, shaking our hand when we make it to the promised land. Let us walk together, little children. We don't ever have to worry. All through this world of trouble, we gotta love one another. We gotta do the very best that we can. While we're traveling through this land, we will all be together forever and ever when we make it to the promised land. When we make it to the promised land, oh, make it to the promised land. Yeah, make it to the promised land. Oh, make it to the promised land. You gotta make it to the promised land. Oh, children, now make it to the promised land. We will all be together forever and ever when we make it to the promised land. We will all be together forever and ever when we make it to the promised land. We will all be together forever and ever when we make it to the promised land.
All right.
That's a true story. Thank you so much. As Paul said, I'm from Little Rock, and I've been up there playing music for Oh goodness, 25 years. I told the guys up there a little story. My father, I grew up in Pocahontas, up in northeast Arkansas. He owned a propane and butane company up there, and I started playing guitar whenever he gave me an old acoustic guitar whenever I was 10 years old. He played bass in a country band, and there were these clubs up in Missouri that I was way too young to get into, for sure. And this band wanted me to come play with them and sing with them, and heard I played a good lead guitar. So I used to go up to these little clubs and play guitar. My father would escort me in because I wasn't near age to get into a place like that. So I devote a lot of my upbringing, if you will, musical upbringing, to my father. His name's Bill DeClerk, but he taught me everything I know. So a quick little story that I told the guys up there. But very glad to be here tonight, and thank you so much for having me once again. The last time I played this was up at, I think, Waypoint, the little marina up there 3 or 4 years ago, and I'll say this place is a lot better. Here's a little one called How to Resist Your Heart. Hope you like it.
Last Sunday morning, there was something running through my head. It was the pain you dealt on Saturday night, but I should have never said. It's hard to tell in a moment if there was something that was left undone, or time ran out, or the well ran dry. Maybe better off for everyone. How to resist your heart when love's the one that's in control. You gotta open it with both hands. When you're told to never let it go, worrying won't move you down the line. An open rail is what you need. How to resist your heart. Open up so you can only see. As time passed by, I kept singing when I should have opened up to all the failed attempts that got me in the end where I should have ended up. Tried to take steps forward, that's what people always say. Ended up on the edge of another hill with hope across the other way. How to resist your heart when love's the one that's in control. You gotta open it with both hands. When you're told to never let it go, worrying won't move you down the line. An open rail is what you need. How to resist your heart. Open up so you can only see. Oh. No, 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 no. No, no, no. It all comes down to one moment, always strong enough to hold on tight. The sun sets on the shoulder of a gentleman, always doing with what seems right. Many journeys before this, maybe some things stand the test of time. Many songs get lost in the end, they're waiting on another line. How to resist your heart when love's the one that's in control. You gotta open it with both hands. When you're told to never let it go, worrying won't move you down the line. An open rail is what you need. How to resist your heart. Open up so you can only see. Oh,
Thank you so much.
trying to love this woman. Oh, it's gonna break my back. If working for a living first, it don't give me a heart attack. You gotta get it when you can't take it. Oh, if you take it while you can. Wrap it up in bacon, child. They're gonna sizzle it in a pan. Well, it may not come in a mailbox. It never moves in a moving van. You gotta get it when you can't take it, and take it while you can. I didn't know the dealer. I sure didn't know his daughter. And she never run, child. No, I never, ever would have caught her. But you gotta get it when you can't take it. Oh, take it while you can. Oh, wrap it up in bacon, baby. Gonna sizzle it in a pan. Well, it may not come in a mailbox. It never move in a moving van. You gotta get it when you can't take it. Well, take it while you can. Oh, take it while you can. Take it while you can. Take it while you can. She had a disposition, much like Genghis Khan. Every time I've been going out, that little girl wanna stay in. But you gotta get it when you can't take it, and take it while you can. You're gonna wrap it up in bacon, baby, gonna sizzle it in a pan. Well, it may not come in a mailbox, it never moves in a moving van. Well, you gotta get it when you can't take it, and take it while you can. You gotta get it when you can't take it, and take it while you can. You gotta get it when you can't take it, and take it while you can. Take it while you can. Oh, take it while you can. Take it while you can.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Well, I went down to Tallahassee, Florida a couple years back. Actually, 2016. It's been a while since I've recorded, been in the studio, but I made a really cool record with some guys down there. It's a funny story. My cousin is a very virtuosic jazz guitar player from Jonesboro, and he moved down to Florida, and he's actually the first Arkansan and first guitarist to ever be accepted into that jazz guitar studies there at Florida State, which is a huge honor for an Arkansan, right? To go down there and play with some of these cats, Wynton Marsalis, the other Marsalis brothers that are all down there. And so Perry and I write a lot of songs together, and going back and forth talking about songs, to record. And so I said, well, Perry, what are we going to do about a bass and a bass player and a drummer? And he said, well, I'll ask these guys from the jazz department if they want to play on our record. So Perry said, hey, I got this redneck cousin from Arkansas that writes some pretty decent songs. What do you think about playing some, bass and drums on his record? And these guys are like established jazz musicians, right? From the jazz world, New Orleans, Marsalis Brothers guys. They're like, yeah, we love American music. So I hired these guys, and they made a record with me, which is, was very honored to have them on my record. It's just, they're as important and as well-esteemed musicians as anybody in the world, and played on the record. So if you're interested at all, there's some really good songs on it. This is one of them, one that my father helped me write. It's called Two Wheels. Hope you like it.
You were so dangerous, oh, when you were young. Life to the fullest, every corner on two wheels. You pulled all the strings, your word was law, we felt like your feet. We wanted to be just like you. You were our idol then. When school got out, you got a job and kids. That time's now gone away. You lost touch with all your friends. Nowhere has Bobby gone. Some say he was a war hero. Some say he was a movie star. But his mother dreams he lies on the ocean floor. Oh, round and round and round you go. Where it stops nobody knows. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. All the world is one big game. Said round and round and round you go. And where it stops nobody knows. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. All the world is one big game. We all wanted to be just like you. Found Bobby on the 7th floor. Well, he was under a white sheet. Light was shining bright in those hollow eyes, still full of all his dreams. He had met this girl out on the Golden Coast. She pulled all the strings. Yeah, Bobby fell down at her feet. And then they spun out of control on 2 wheels. Oh, round and round and round you go. Where it stops nobody knows. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. All the world is one big game. Round and round and round you go. Where it stops nobody knows. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. All the world is one big game. But his mother dreams he lies on the ocean floor.
Thank you so much. Well, last night I spent the night on a really cool houseboat out on Lake Ouachita over by Brady Mountain, and sleeping on a houseboat's pretty new to me. And a big storm came up, and in the middle of the night, it feels like I was a young kid sleeping on a waterbed again. And but a lot of good times down here in Hot Springs. I spent many a year down on Lake Hamilton. Many good times on Lake Hamilton, and not a whole bunch on Lake Ouachita, but had a real good time today. So very happy to be here once again. Thank you. Here's a real old one called No Reason.
Everything you say, you mean the other. How hard is that to comprehend? But sometimes down at the bottom, believe it or not, it's where the best things begin. You gotta make sure to use caution when traveling to a place that you'll never find. I don't care how it happens, without a reason, this song without a rhyme. You gotta hit the ground running, man. You gotta know the plan. Well, you gotta know the way. Old times they are coming, son. Only one chance. You got nothing but blue sky, free time, loose mind, and a woman that you don't ever want to be without. Sticking together, it seems so hard, yet I ain't giving in. Sometimes those battles and fights, no they don't, and they won't ever end. When you're living without, worrying with doubt, living without all what's on inside. And I don't care how it happens, without a reason, this song without a rhyme. You gotta hit the ground running, man. You gotta know the plan. Well, you gotta know the way. Oh, it's times they are coming, son. Only one chance. You got nothing but blue sky, free time, loose mind, and a woman that you don't ever want to be without. No, you don't ever want to be without your girl. No, no, be without. Never mind all the pain, it's just the same. When you're here, there's no reason to be lost. All the riches in the world won't mean a thing when you're living from a cup that has no cost. Everything you say, me and the other, how hard is that to comprehend? Well, sometimes down at the bottom, believe it or not, it's where the best things begin. You gotta make sure to use caution when traveling to a place that you'll never find. And I don't care how it happens, without a reason, we'll all share the same old life. You gotta hit the ground running, man. You gotta know the plan, well, you gotta know the way. The old times they are coming, son, only one chance. You got nothing but blue sky, free time, loose mind, and a woman that you don't ever want to be without. No, no, you don't ever want to be without. No, no, be without. Oh, thank you. I've tried so hard, my dear, to show that you're my dream. Yeah, you're afraid each thing I do is just some evil scheme. A memory from your lonesome past keeps us so far apart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind, melt your cold, cold heart? Another love before my time made your heart sad and blue. And so my heart is paying for the things I didn't do. In anger, unkind words are said that make the teardrops start. How can I free your doubtful mind, melt your cold, cold heart? You'll never know how much it hurts to see you sit and cry. Well, you know you need and you want my love, but you're too afraid to try. Why do you run and hide from life? To try it ain't so smart. Can I free your doubtful mind, melt your cold, cold heart? Oh, there was a time when I believed that you belonged to me. But now I know your heart is shackled to a distant memory. The more I learn to care for you, the more the teardrops start. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? Oh, melt your cold, cold heart. Melt your cold, cold heart.
I hope old Hank can like that. Thank you guys so much. Here's another one off the record. This one's called Seeds. Hope you like it.
It's always there, it's something new. Pick up the pace, it's time to move. But always remember, dear, where your footprints can't be found. It only takes a listening ear and a reason to plant those seeds right back to the ground. It's harvest time, no room to spoil. Gotta wait on rain, gotta drag the soil, and think of how it used to be when we all were young. And now they're only moments of time, plenty songs they get left unsung. The water flows straight through the ground. Love's on the wire, oh, but only fools rush in. And every newborn cry is like a howling wind. Look into those eyes, oh, and then you'll know what matters the most is those seeds grow. It's Judgment Day, your family round. You lived a good hard life, time to follow the sound, where only the children play, and they dance all through the night. It's hard to believe that this day I'll be sowing the seeds of my life right back to the ground. Oh, right back to the ground. Yeah, right back to the ground. Yeah, right back to the ground. Thanks, that's original music. That means I wrote it. Thank you. All these songs have super special meaning to them, right? Of which I won't tell you any of it. So
it's up to you to figure it out on your own. Develop your own little creative take. Yeah, like I said earlier, my father and I kind of have this songwriting duo thing going on, which is a super special thing. I don't know if any of you guys might have that with a significant level. Some type of real cool, special relationship that him and I have been keeping it going for a long time and still bounce ideas off of each other. For example, I'll come up with a melody and it might just be crazy spoken word, you know, blah, 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 whatever, speaking in tongues, and my dad can somehow figure out words, you know, from that, and we email each other back and forth things, and before long we got an album worth of material. He writes the checks, and then I go, no, I'm just kidding. But he's a real great guy, and I'm happy to have him.
But if you want it, oh, God's got it. He got everything you need. If you want it, baby, oh, God's got it. He got everything that you need. If you want it, oh, God's got it. He got everything you need. He got everything, oh, everything that a poor boy needs. I've been walking around like a vagabond. The trouble's always been on my back. I'm looking for money, I've been looking for love, but I got nowhere I can act. Well, if you want it, oh, God's got it. He got everything you need. If you want a child, oh, God's got it. He got everything that you need. Oh, now if you want it, oh, God's got it. He got everything you need. He got everything that a poor boy needs. Oh, that a poor boy needs. That a poor boy needs. Oh, no, that a poor boy needs. Yeah, that this poor boy needs. That a poor boy needs. That a poor boy needs. I believe in the Lord. I believe up above. I believe in the righteous. I still believe in love. I believe that light burning in my soul. I believe that His light is gonna make me whole. 'Cause if you want it, oh, God's got it. He got everything you need. If you want a child, oh, God's got it. He got everything that you need. If you want it, oh, God's got it. He got everything you need. He got everything, oh, that a poor boy needs. That a poor boy needs. Oh, that a poor boy needs in the morning time. Oh, late in the evening too. You wake up from your bed. You may need him then too. You gotta cry out loud. Oh, you gotta ask him right. Oh, you gotta ask him right. Wake you up in the evening too. You gotta talk to him, babe. You gotta talk to him now. You gotta tell him how you feel. Oh, you gotta tell him how it's right. You gotta talk to him now. You gotta tell him how you feel. You gotta tell to him now, baby. You gotta tell him how you feel. Oh no, I believe in the Lord. I believe up above. I believe in the righteous. I believe in love. I believe that fire's burning in my soul. I believe that his light is gonna make me whole. 'Cause if I want it, oh, God's got it. He got everything I need. If you want it, baby, oh, God's got it. He got everything that you need. If you want it, oh, God's got it. He got everything you need. He got everything that a poor boy needs. Oh, that a poor boy. Oh, that a poor boy. That a poor boy needs. Thank you so much.
Hey guys, thanks so much. I'm Chris DeClerk again. I'm from Little Rock. Very happy to be down here again. Thank you. Thank you. The weather worked out just right for August 3rd. Goodness gracious. Here's a funny one.
Oh, I'm sitting on the front porch, ice cream in my hand, melting in the sun, all that ice cream on my tongue. Oh, good enough reason to live. That's good enough reason to live. Oh, I'm sitting in the bathtub, hi-fi playing low, digging on that green. Well, you know just what I mean. Well, it's good enough reason to live. Good enough reason to live. Oh, if I die young, at least I got some chocolate on my tongue. Oh, if I die young, at least I got some chocolate on my tongue. apple sitting in the front seat, good girl in my arms, smiling in my eyes. She got me all hypnotized. Well, that's good enough reason to live. Good enough reason to live. Oh, if I die young, at least I got that chocolate on my tongue. That's right. Oh, if I die young, at least I got some chocolate on my tongue. If I die young, at least I got some chocolate on my tongue. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Like that one. Thank you.